He said it was for the king's sake I should stay here. Yet I have not seen the king, not once. Now, everywhere I'm followed.
Followed?
I reach a door. My way is barred, though I know not why. I'm afraid. I wake up at night with the sound of his name in my ears. My Lord Warwick, my Lord Warwick, my Lord Warwick!
My Lord Warwick will speak with you, my lady.
If so be it is my duty, I will rule over my people as well as I'm able, and as gently. This I can promise you. There'll be no more of revenge and cruelty and bloodshed.
Amen to that. God bless you.
Your Highness, Lady Jane, I've told you I hate charades. I'm sorry. Oh, all right. We'll play charades later, after we play something I like. Will, you suggest something. And if it doesn't suit me, I'll beat you.
And if it does suit you, it'll be a game you beat me at anyway. Therefore, it might as well be blind man's buff.
Good. That would amuse me. I'm it. Here's my handkerchief. Let me spot first. And you have to shout so I know where you are. All right.
Spin him.
Edward, my lord. What is the matter? Are you not well? You never looked at me like this, as if I were a ghost. What is troubling you, my lord?
Have mercy. I'm no lord, just a pauper.
What words are these?
I beg you, let me see the prince.
The prince?
He'll give me back my rags and let me go. Please. Please?
No, my lord, not on your knees. Not to me. If your father should see us.
Believe me, I am not your cousin, the prince.
Edward, my dear, dear cousin, you are not well. A sudden sickness has deranged your mind. Let me go and find a doctor. Your memory's coming back. You haven't made a single mistake, and you remembered your speech perfectly.
Thank you. My memory had a lengthy rehearsal with the Earl of Hertford before coming here.
Well?
Whatever your majesty wishes is your loyal servant's command. Please.
Kings are lucky devils.
But the council, should not your majesty...
Oh, anyone can talk to the council. But there are some things a king must do for himself. Do I look very foolish?
Your majesty could never look that.
My majesty. It's a perilous thing, this majesty. Jane. I love you. And I want to marry you. Do you love me?
I have told your majesty so.
My majesty, but suppose I were no majesty, but some ordinary fellow, not Edward Tudor, but Harry, or Dick, or Tom. Would you love me then? Would you be content to be the wife of such a man?
I could never help loving you. But I confess, I'd rather be Queen Jane than Mrs. Tom.
Well, that's honest.
But since you are king and soon to be crowned, what's to matter?
I thought it right.
You may have heard, my lord, that I was most unhappy when I learnt about this match.
Yes, I did.
I was worried that my duties as a wife would interfere with what's important to me, which is studying and prayer. So I would prefer, when this is done, that we lived, well, shall we say as cousins, rather than as man and wife.
That is what you wish?
It is.
But I should perhaps myself make something clear.
Please do.
On the night I was informed that I was to be translated into untold bliss, I'd attended several taverns, witnessed a bear baiting, and was actually located in the Southwark stews, sampling the pleasures of a lady of the night. And thus far, I have to tell you, it had been a very good evening. Still, duty calls.
My Lord Northumberland.
Your Grace.
You have told us we are queen.
By the will of your late cousin.
And we may issue our commands, and it is your duty to obey them.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Well then. We want. I want. A real shilling.
What are you studying, my lord cousin? Tacitus, Lady Jane, and dull work I am making of it.
But once at ease with the ancients, my lord, you will find much profit in their wisdom. You must have more care of your Latin grammar.
Fie, brother! You must have more care of your whipping.
Highness, cousin.
Good day. So, what brings you here?
Is this not the hour we agreed? For reading Aristotle?
Aristotle?
You no longer wish to help me with my Greek?
I cannot.
Very well. At least allow me to sit.
Of course. Forgive me. I have forgotten myself. Would you like something to eat?
Thank you. No.
Oh, you really should. I have a fine piece of pork, hardly chewed, in that box behind you.
And what is this you bring?
It's a music box. Go on, open it.
How is this possible?
They're dead clever where I come from.
Thank you, Lady Rani. I will treasure this forever. It must be hard for you, being so far from home.
Especially if you knew how far away home really is.
I too am alone. Even those I thought most loyal now call for Lady Mary to be crowned in my place. Oh, it is all too distressing to discuss.
No, tell me. It's important.
When the king died without an heir, we thought his sister Mary would take the throne. But they made me queen, and I never wanted to be. My father-in-law saw it as a way to gain power for himself.
Father-in-law? You're married?
My mother forced me to marry Lord Dudley. But the man is an ass. He talks of nothing but himself. Fails to compliment me if I wear a new gown. Oh, and he never washes.
Yeah. I know guys like that.
As I'm in line of succession, I think they thought that to be under Lady Catherine and Sir Thomas's care...
My brother's children, my sister Mary and I are in the line of succession. It's a nonsense to talk of you.
I meant legitimately in line. Because he has no children and you and your sister could be found illegitimate.
What did you say?
Some still say you're a bastard. I know your father didn't want it, so I know he made it.
You dare speak as if you knew the king, as if you knew anything.
I'm sorry.
I should strike you for thinking such a thing. What are you thinking now? Oh, her mother was a whore. Her mother was a traitor.
I'm thinking nothing.
What are you doing here, in my home?
I'm sorry. None of this was my idea. I wanted to stay with my family. I wanted...
Who cares what you want? You think I've ever got what I've wanted?
You're a princess.
Exactly. You think I've ever got what I've wanted?
What are you doing? Who are they?
You're meant to be pining for my brother.
Barely know the king.
Hello.
Hello, Robert.